Help me! The farmer was attacked by a swarm of killer bees. He tried to run toward the river to jump into the water, but he didn't make it in time. He collapsed just meters before the riverbank. Minutes later, the farm's youngest employee, a simple young man who took care of the animals, spotted his boss lying on the ground. Without thinking twice, he took the old man in his arms and rushed him to the hospital. There, the doctors did everything they could, but the elderly man's condition began to worsen. Knowing he might not survive, he discreetly called the farm's executor, asked him to prepare an envelope, and calmly and seriously wrote down his final wish. After signing the will, the old man carefully sealed the envelope and told the executor, "If I don't make it, carry out what's written here." Days later, the old farmer passed away. On the appointed day, the executor gathered all the employees in the main hall of the farm. The table was full of good food, the feast already served. On a white tablecloth were two objects, a sum of money and a Bible. The executor stood up and spoke firmly. "As you all know, your boss was a wealthy man, but he had no heirs. Before he died, he said he had no heirs. He called me and left this sealed envelope. It contained clear instructions. He asked that after his death, I offer you this choice: the money or the Bible. The food is already yours. The choice now is personal." The first to stand up was the gardener. He looked at the two gifts and said with all respect, "But the Bible doesn't pay bills. I'll take the money." The second was the butler. He laughed and said, "Money, of course, I'm not stupid." The third was the cook. "If it were a magazine, I might consider it. But the Bible, I'm out. I want the money." Finally, it was the young employee's turn. The same one who had taken the boss to the hospital. Before he could speak, the executor said, "Young man, you're the poorest one here. You don't need to be shy. Just take the money. It will really help your family." But the young man answered firmly, "The money would help me, yes. But my mother always taught me that God's word is more precious than gold. I choose the Bible." The other employees laughed. The butler grumbled, "How foolish." The young man picked up the Bible. When he opened it, he found two envelopes. The first contained an amount 10 times greater than what was given to the others. In the second, the farmer's original will, which read, "All my inheritance will go to the one who values God's word above all else." The